What's up, everyone? Welcome back. This will be the third video in a series of three that I'll be posting up. Once again, the preface, my wife is a couple weeks out from giving birth to our second kid, so I'll be going into a blackout period soon. So won't have much time to post up much content, so here you go. This is my 1985 Honda ATC250R. I purchased this from my friend Ken in New Jersey. I believe it came from California. He gets most of his bikes out of California. Anyway, it came with a title. Very, very clean bike. It was a rider condition bike, so I kind of kept it a rider condition bike and continued to ride it. So since I've taken ownership of this bike, I have made some changes. It originally came with the original exhaust, which I have. It came with some humongous spacers on the rear wheels, which I've swapped out. But let's go over every change that I've made thus far and do a walk around the bike. So, let's start in the front. Let's focus on these tires. These are Cheetah tires. They're made by a company called Cheetah. They kind of look like the OEM tires, which I've removed because they're kind of valuable. So I tucked them away in case I ever needed to buy some more parts one day. Maybe I'll sell them. These fork seals are brand new on this bike. They were leaking when I got it, so they're all freshened up and nice. These are some new old stock Maier front disc and fork guards, which I've mounted. I scored those on eBay for a very reasonable price. Front fender and front headlight shroud, I believe, are Maier's. They're pretty shiny, and they do look like Maier, so I'm going to go with that. Headlights original. Moving on here. ODI lock-on grips. I put an ESR throttle cover on. This is a Hondaline front brake guard. This is a Fly Easy Pull clutch lever, which I absolutely love these things. It does decrease the clutch pull, and I'm able to use two fingers, which I usually do anyway. Original kill switch and the light switches. These are aftermarket gold bars, which I think I got off of Amazon. I think that's what they are. They were metal Mulisha bars, which I took the stupid looking bar pad off of it, but I do like the gold because it goes with the wheels. There's a better look. So anyway, wanted to go with that color scheme. Mounted a, what is this? A One Industries bar pad to this. Looks good. Little Amazon gas vent jobby. Let's keep going to this side. FMF Fatty. I know there's a lot of much better pipes that you can go with for a bike, but this is a great all-around pipe. It performs awesomely. And I just didn't want to spend a ton of money on a pipe. For me, it's pretty much diminishing returns. I don't ride that hard. I don't race. I trail ride. Maybe I'll rip up the dunes down in South Jersey once in a while. So it's how much money am I going to put into a pipe? So anyway, I got this used off of Facebook Marketplace in perfect condition. So I mounted that up. That is mated to an FMF Powercore 2 silencer. I like this as opposed to the turbine core because this one is a little bit quieter. The turbine core is kind of obnoxious. I never really liked those that much. Moving along, OEM tank shrouds, OEM tank. The rear fenders are Maier's. These decals I picked up off of eBay. I think they look cool, a little different. A change of pace from the usual black number decals. This is an OEM 86 seat, which I also scored off of eBay. I do have the original 85 seat, which is in almost immaculate condition. I enjoy the 86 seat because it's an inch taller. I'm a taller dude. I don't feel like I'm kind of looking like a monkey humping a football in this thing. So it raises me up in the seated position, makes me a little bit more comfortable. This I had laying around in my garage for a while. You can't see it there too much, but you can see it there. That's a ClearRad radiator hose. that I had kicking around here. So I'm like, whatever. I'll throw it on there, see how it does. It's kind of cool looking. It's different. So I'm just going to leave it there. Didn't cost me anything. Moving along to the rear. Vintage 6-pack rack, which I had powder coated black. Looks awesome. Oh, shout out to ATC Addiction. This is a Tusk rear brake block off. There are 1.5-inch spacers in there, just to kind of give it a wider stance. The original spacers that I mentioned earlier that came with this bike were almost 3 inches per side. They're huge. So it looked a little ridiculous, so I took those off of there. Moving to this side, I guess I'll cover this now. These pegs were made by a company off of eBay, which I'm not going to name because I don't feel like bashing anyone. But they are a copy of Wicked Metal Designs pegs. I didn't know about Wicked Metal Designs when I purchased these pegs, so that's why I got these instead. And basically, these pegs did not line up with this bike that very well. I ended up having to drill out these mounting holes because they didn't line up on both sides, on 2 different bikes, on 2 different sets of pegs. So I wasn't too happy with them, but I did make them work. My suggestion is go straight to the source, Wicked Metal Designs. You can find them on Facebook. You may be able to find them on the internet as well. Those are the pegs I'd recommend. You probably got a peek at this. I believe this is a UPP or a Moose. I'm not sure. They're essentially the same thing, but it's a poly case saver. Much more effective than the normal case savers that you'll find. If your chain, or if you throw a chain in this situation, I would be very, very, very surprised if you damage the case. That is a bulletproof case saver. I highly recommend them. I've heard nothing but reviews about them from other people. I replaced the chain slider with an OEM chain slider. I believe there is a chain roller back here somewhere. Oh, there it is. That is a TM Designs chain roller, which I purchased off of eBay. Anyway, you probably got a couple peeks at this already, so let's just get to the point. This is a 36 millimeter Lectron carburetor. I have, let me think. This is my 3rd or 4th Lectron carb. I absolutely love these things. If you're not familiar with them, I highly recommend you do a little bit of reading on them. There is no jetting associated with these carbs. There's no jets inside them. It is a self-adjusting carburetor, and it is absolutely miraculous. I hate jetting carbs. I absolutely hate it. I would rather spend my time with my family or riding. So I bucked up, I bought the carb, and I'm absolutely thrilled that I did. In every situation that I've purchased Lectron carb. When they originally shipped this to me, they shipped it with a throttle cable that was very, let's put it this way, I couldn't adjust any slack in the throttle at all. So I went back and forth with them. They were very, 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 very attentive to my needs. And it turned out that they shipped me the wrong throttle cable. So they got a new one on the way. They shipped it. I mounted it. Works. Awesome. It is a little bit longer. I don't know. The last time I was out riding, I noticed that the throttle is kind of stiff. So maybe I might have to work on the routing of the throttle cable, but there really isn't many options. I think that's pretty much as smooth of a path as I can find. So I may have to contact them for a lighter spring or something. But anyway, the power is sick. It runs awesome. No jetting. Hot weather, cold weather, different elevations. No worries. It's always going to run consistent and awesome. There's no motor work done to this bike. It is a stock bore. So there's nothing crazy going on there. However, when it's eventually time for a rebuild, I may opt for a bigger motor in here. Maybe I'll go with a 310. Maybe I'll go with a 343 stroker, 363 stroker. I don't know. Depends how crazy I'm feeling. But if you have any suggestions, please post them up. I'd love to hear them. There's also the option of having a power valve motor, which I haven't really I don't know. I haven't really thought about that too much, just because the power valves, I look at it as another part that can break or malfunction or give me a problem. So anyway, this is my 85R. I absolutely love it. I've put a lot of time, money, and effort into this bike to make it the way it is. Of course, I'd love an 86 just to have a fellow or partner bike with it, but whatever. This is everything I'll ever need in a bike, especially if I ever choose to put a bigger motor in it or bore it out or whatever. This thing's going to be an animal. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. Hit the like button if you did. Comment, questions, post them up, and please subscribe to the page. Thank you so much. Ride safe.